What is up, Geeksters? It's me, Omar from geeksterlabs.com, and today's video is brought to you by Sell Cashier, and they compare iPhone prices to get you top dollar for your used iPhone. So if you'd like to sell your iPhone, check out the link in the description below. So guys, I'm going to be showing you a brand new case that Switcheasy just came out with. They had a Kickstarter for this particular case. Very special case. This is their glass case, and this case is literally made of glass. It's a combination of aluminum and glass. This is the iPhone 7 version here. This one retails for $40. The iPhone 7 Plus version retails for $45. And so this is marketed as the perfect case for those that have a jet black iPhone. And so the benefit of having this case for that type of iPhone is because this case actually doesn't touch the back of your iPhone. There's like a 1-2 millimeter gap between the case and the phone itself, to where if you do have the glossy case or the glossy iPhone, the glossy back, if you get any kind of particles of dust or anything of that in other types of cases, it could potentially scratch the back of the iPhone up. That's just kind of the nature of how it goes. But since this case doesn't touch the back, it doesn't cause a problem. I'm not using this with a jet black iPhone. I have a regular black, the regular matte style black case right here, but I think it still looks awesome for that. So this is usable for any iPhone. It doesn't have to be the glass one, the jet black one, but if you don't have the jet black one, no fear, it will still look good with all their cases. And I actually think it looks good with other ones, especially like the rose gold and like the gold color, because it'll shine through the glass. You'll be able to see the color of your iPhone through the back of it. So this is the case that comes in. Actually a really nice looking packaging. It has like the gold trim and everything on there. It does not include a screen shield or anything like that. This will work with the glass screen shield. With a glass screen shield. I haven't tested it with Switcheasy's glass screen shield. I think it's called Glass 01. I would assume it would work with that, but I'm not going to guarantee because I haven't tested it out with that. So let me take out the case from the box right here and show you some close-up details of it. So I want to give you a couple close-ups of this case without the phone inside of it first, just to show you all the details of it. This is a really sharp looking case. Like I said, it is made entirely of glass and aluminum. It's actually a two-piece case, so there's a front edge here. You can probably see the line, barely see the line. There's a locking mechanism on the top right there, so you have to unlock it, and it comes into two separate pieces, and that's how it keeps your iPhone inside there. But it looks really sharp and really nice, full glass. And I will be honest with you guys, I was purposely going out of my way to see if this glass back would scratch easily. And I'm trying to get this in focus. It's very hard to do when you have a clear surface. But as you can tell, I'm trying to get the light reflecting in there. There are like no scratches on the back of this case. So this is really good quality glass that they're using. It's tempered glass. And it actually feels identical to the front of your iPhone, to the iPhone screen, which can kind of be confusing as well, because sometimes you're trying to, when you pick it up in the middle of the night, you're not sure which side it has the screen on it because they feel identical. That's how smooth this glass feels. Not really a big issue once you turn it on or press the home button or figure out where the home button is. You'll know where the front or back of it is. But so just so you know, this is really good quality glass. And like I said before, I don't think you could. You probably can't tell at all. There's like no scratches at all. And I was pretty rough with this. I wasn't over the top rough, but I wasn't babying this case at all. I would just throw it on my desk. I put it on like a nightstand. That was a marble nightstand, which is rough, like a rough surface on tile, like a tile top of a kitchen top and things like that. I would just leave it there, set it down. Not really babying it at all, because I just wanted to see how well it would hold up. And as you can tell, it's holding up pretty good. So let me put the iPhone inside of it and I'll show you what that looks like. So as you can see here, there's a locking mechanism, which is kind of nice. So once you pop that lock right there, pop a lock, the two pieces separate like that. So you take the glass back piece, you put that first, you put the iPhone on that, and then you take the other piece in the bottom and make sure you have to wedge it at the very bottom section. It kind of like has to angle in there just a little bit. And you place it down, click it all into place, and then you lock it right there. As you can see, there's like a little locking mechanism. Let's see if I can snap it. Boom, there you go. And now it's locked into place. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that there is an opening right here on the top part where the camera is. If you can kind of see, there's a little edge in there. So they do include a little seal that you can put, a little ring seal that you can put in there, so that way the dust won't get into inside it. But if you don't use that, you will get a little bit of dust in the back of the phone, or the back of the case. Not a big issue though, because since the case is not touching the phone, it's not going to scratch it up at all. But you will notice little dust particles and things appearing in there. So one thing to keep in mind. So let's do the walk around and show you the close-ups of this. So here we have our mute switch. Pretty big opening for that, no problems with there. We have the buttons covering up the volume up and down buttons, but those are still, you can still feel the click through that, which is really nice. So get to the side here, we have a couple gashes and openings. I'm not sure why that is specifically for that. And you can see there, these corner pieces right here, That's obviously a separate piece right there. Let me try to get in focus. So that right there, those corner pieces, so that's what's allowing the signal to get through the aluminum case. So for those of you who are unaware, when you use metal cases like aluminum cases, it usually affects your signal, whether it's Wi-Fi, LTE, 4G type of signal coming from the phone. But because these corner pieces are not made of aluminum or metal, it allows the signal to get through them. And I didn't experience any signal loss or any issues while using Wi-Fi or connecting to Wi-Fi, or drops and bars while on LTE while using this case. I have used other aluminum cases in the past that did have that issue. I did not experience that with the glass case, so just letting you guys know. Here we have the speaker here, the grill for the microphone, the speaker, the opening for the lightning connector. That is kind of a tight port there, a tight opening for the lightning connectors. Not all of my lightning cables were able to fit into that. It'll definitely fit the Apple lightning cord, the one that came with your iPhone, but if you have a slightly larger headed cords, lightning cables, they may not fit in there. And I actually noticed that maybe only 2 of my cables that I have would fit in this. The other ones I have will not. This opening was not large enough. So one thing to keep in mind. Got some branding on the side right there. We have our sleep wake button also covered up, but you can still feel a nice click through there, which is real nice. Get to the back, so we have the camera, we have the other microphone and the flash, and it kind of perfectly follows that around. No weird issues with the flash bouncing off the glass or anything like that. There is that slight gap that's inside there, but you can't put the ring in there if you want to do that. I didn't really bother with it. It didn't really bother me at all. But then we have the glass back. So as I mentioned earlier, it does collect fingerprints quite a bit, but it doesn't collect scratches very much, which is pretty surprising. And like I said, it's really hard to tell from the front and the back when you're holding your hand which is the front of the screen, which is the iPhone screen, which is the glass, because the texture of this glass feels very similar to that. I kind of wish that they didn't have all this this text on the top right here. I don't mind the branding, the eyeglass branding, but it does have this text that says 0.8 millimeter tempered glass, high quality airframe aluminum. So I don't know. I don't think it needs to have that information on there. I would have just preferred to have the logo, but that's just a personal preference. When you get to the front, as you can see there is barely any edge on this case at all. So if you lay this flat down, you're almost touching the screen of the iPhone. So I would recommend using a glass screen shield to complement the glass back if you are using this with your iPhone. And like I said, Switcheasy does offer their Glass 01 screen shield. It's like 15 bucks. I don't know for sure if it fits the iPhone inside this case. I would assume that it would, but I have not tested it myself. And there's other glass screen shields on the market too if you like another one that you would prefer to use. But I would recommend using a glass screen shield just so you don't take any chances of scratching your phone, because there is not much of a lip on this. If you were to drop this flatly face down perfectly on the ground on a hard surface, it probably would crack the screen or it could do some damage to it. But when it's not on there, it looks really sharp, really nice. Really nice case, guys. I really like this case a lot, and being 40 bucks for being made of glass and aluminum is pretty nice. There's companies making cases out of plastic, polycarbonate, that charge 40 bucks. This is aluminum and glass, and it looks much nicer. If you have the jet-black iPhone, you don't have to worry about scratching the back of your phone. So overall, I just think it's a really nice case that Switcheasy came out with, and I'll put a link in the description if you guys are interested in purchasing this and checking it out for yourself. So that's it for me today. If you have any questions, post them down below in the comment section. I read every comment in all of my videos, and I always answer back as quick as possible. I just want to give one more shout out to our sponsor, SrJaZk. And if you're looking to get cash for your used iPhone, it's very simple, fast, and secure. You just go to their site, you get a quote, you ship your phone, and you get paid. It's that simple. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give me a thumbs up down below and share it with your friends. And if you want to stay up to date with all of my reviews on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video review.